Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Will Cheese Fail sent in by you, the fans, to life'sglitchtv@gmail.com, Mr. Maximus Black.
Yep.
Hit me up with the sound of playing Max Payne for the first time as a kid and being obsessed with slow motion jumping even when it's totally not necessary.
Hi.
Totally accurate. And I bet you those shots weren't even at an enemy.
No, they're just shooting
You're
to
just
shoot.
shooting randomly. Yeah, just to shoot. On the bottom left, we've got Max Payne. And in the top right, we got Commander K. Have we, well, I mean, I know we've done Max Payne. Have we casted Commander?
I think so. It seems familiar.
I feel like...
Even he said, your name looks familiar. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, do we have somehow two LAGTV submission artists here on the cast? That'd be crazy. That might be a first.
Yeah.
Actually, for like two to like meet on the ladder, that'd be wild. Because I feel like I made a Commander Keen reference or something. Fire game, by the way, Commander Keen. Shout out to Commander Keen, keeping it real on the DOS install back in the day. But yeah, it's a Will Cheese, and Max Payne is the one attempting to apply maximum pain, Mr. Black.
Yeah, I mean, he opened up with a forge, but then he put down the gateway here for a block so that they can't get a good surround on the cannon, which is smart. Oh, they're going to put a pylon here. Oh, could have trapped all of those SCVs. That would have been ripped the dream.
I think he wanted to, but maybe he just couldn't quite. Maybe there was one just a hair.
Yeah, no, okay, never mind. All right, he's going to put down another cannon, but now the probe is stuck in between with the SCVs. And the SCVs should turn on this probe and kill it. It's going to be too late now that the cannon is out. And the Reaper is out as well, killing off that secondary probe. We got a third probe coming. I'm not sure how Max Payne kind of pulls this one off because, you know, Terran can just lift off and move. He is going to lose a supply depot here. That's going to slow him down a little bit, so he's going to have to build another one. A bunker is going down. He's got the one Reaper. Can't really do a whole lot with it. And now we have a Zealot coming out. Still no gas for Max Payne, so there's going to be no Stalkers. He's really just going to have to use Zealots and Cannons and work his way all the way in. But again, it's going to be tough to pull off.
Yeah, I mean, again, like you said, and this has been true. This has been true for an eternity. Cannon rushing a Terran is not something you necessarily typically can win a game outright with, because the Terran can just lift off and go somewhere else. And so, as long as it has, as long as the Terran has enough to bring out like one or two defending units to keep things under control. Rip Bob. Oh my God, Bob just got absolutely gangbanged in the friggin' mineral line there. Then they're okay. But maybe on the off chance that the Terran decides to do what we're seeing here, it is possible to wrap it up. Sometimes the Terran will overcommit to trying to keep this main base, and in so doing, just does not allow himself any room to actually solidify the dub. He is lifting up the factory, and now the barracks, so he's just doing a swap. So it looks like Commander Keen here is keen on staying in his main base, Mr. Black.
I mean, I'm okay with that. He's got two bunkers. He needs to not get a reactor. He needs to go and get a tech lab and get out a siege tank. It's going to force Max Payne back. And right now, the only thing he's got is a Zealot. He is making a Stalker. His core is right in the main now. He is all the way all in at this point. I have no idea what the fixation is here on a reactor. Perhaps he's going to go Cyclones here, but I would have preferred to see him continuously build out Marines, Marauders, and then get out a siege tank. Even one siege tank would negate any more cannons going up, and it will be able to, you know, hit these Stalkers at range. And with the two bunkers there, as long as you put the siege tank in between these or behind a little bit, the units are just never going to be able to do enough damage to be able to kill them outright, and you're just going to be able to hit everything here in the front line. So we'll see if this works out for him. Okay, it looks like he's now backing off of the reactor. Very indecisive here. This structure is going to be the structure that wins or loses him the game. And again, building another reactor. It's almost like he's just building reactors to put them on the racks to build more Marines, but there's so many cannons and now Stalkers. How is he going to pull this off with just Marines?
Well, you don't. You absolutely need tanks to get yourself out of this in one piece. You can't just keep throwing SCVs at bunkers to repair them. They're going to get out damaged. And now he just has a pocket of Marines. Those Marines can't go forward.
No.
And so now this is really just down to Max Payne not overcommitting early and just getting his damage in, building up his unit count, and he'll eventually be able to push in.
Yeah, he loses now. It's a game. It's game.
This is the one thing we were just talking about earlier. If the Terran doesn't lift off and go away and figure something out, you have to really be careful about how you try to hold this single base, and you need tanks to do so.
Yep.
You cannot hold a cannon rush with a bunch of Marines on a reactor. And if you didn't know, well, you know now. This is what will happen.
Oh yeah, 100%. And still, not a single unit was made with that factory, and it was up pretty damn quickly, and now he's just going to be able to be kited non-stop with these stalkers, and if he gets in any trouble, he can just back up and then regenerate shields on top of that. This is all but game over as long as Max Payne doesn't find himself like getting surrounded by SCVs, which is he's just not dumb enough to do. It's very well played here from Max Payne, and really Commander had the right idea, pretty much played it almost flawlessly all the way up until the point he just kept making reactors and no siege tanks. And that would have been GG. We got 2 medevacs out now. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference at this stage in the game. He's lost so much. Now only 12 SCVs on the mineral line, not getting any gas at all. Yeah, he's got 2 medevacs, but it's all but over. This ain't dying anytime soon.
No, and at this point, as we all know, since the stalkers on the field, gas is being collected, and so even Commander will know at this point that there is teching and whatnot being done now for Max somewhere on the map below him, and so, I mean, this is just a slow and painful death here for Commander Keen, which is really unfortunate. He's going in now. He's gonna get killed here and probably just rip Reno out of here. Oh no, he's satisfied with what he's done apparently. Yeah, so I mean, again, if Commander had just built a tank, one,
yeah,
he's gotten out. But I don't quite follow his logic. I mean, surely he didn't think that just reactoring out a bunch of Marines while not using your factory at all was going to be the way to do this. I can't follow that line of logic whatsoever. He's going to get in here to try to do some more damage, take out a couple more stalkers, and he does, but every time he does so, he loses another half of his army while doing no structural damage to everything that Max Payne has put down in and below his base. Maybe in his mind right now, Commander's thinking he's doing an okay job here because he's holding the line, but in reality, he's just drawing out his, like, inevitable doom here.
Yeah, I mean, Max Payne is kind of shitting the bed a little bit. He should have been focusing down on these medevacs, like, yesteryear. I mean, there you go. He's finally attacking him. Like, early on when those medevacs first came out, he had a perfect opportunity and a lot of stalkers just to 2-volley each medevac, and it would have helped out a great deal. You know, these Marauders are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage to these stalkers, but again, he's virtually screwed. I mean, it's 34 supply to 26. I agree. Max Payne could be doing a little bit more. He should have closed this game out already. Commander is doing a very good job, all things considered, but it just goes to show you how long he's been holding off without the siege tanks. With the siege tanks, I mean, this game would have been long done, or at least he would have been able to destroy this, been able to expand, and would have had a serious macro advantage. That's not the way it went down. It's still just warping in stalkers, which I'm not against, but again, he needs to focus down on the medevacs here. It's like easy pickings, and then once the medevacs are down, then you can start running in and picking, you know, shooting off a Marine here, shooting off a Marine there. Still, what's really hurting him is this lack of gateways, right? He's starting to build more down here now, so now he's got 3 more gates he dropped. He's got the Stargate going. He's got an expansion. So even if he can't end this with just warping in units, he's going to have a backup plan here very soon. The sentries are now out. He's likely going to do a force field to block them into a horrible position. There's more. Yeah, it's over now. It's game. Done.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to do that. He's being forced to cancel here. He's walking up. He doesn't have to worry about things anymore. There's some force fields for good measure. And there it is. Max Payne getting the dub for the first game of the day. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Max Payne on the execution early.
Yep.
You know, against a Terran, you know, he did pretty well there. He couldn't quite get the wall off on all of those SCVs. Could have been absolutely, that would have been game immediately. But I think what happened, he was trying to build a gateway instead of a pylon, and he probably had like one red block or something, just couldn't quite get the gateway down, and so those SCVs got out of there. And then after that, I mean, the execution was still pretty good. He didn't, I wouldn't call this an over-committing situation for Max Payne here with how many cannons and structures he built, but he certainly could have probably cleaned this up faster. And Commander K, who maybe I'm just gaslighting myself into thinking that we have cast him, but Commander, if you end up watching this as well, you had a good shot at getting out of here. A couple of good shots.
Oh, yeah.
But those shots required to come out of the mouth of the cannon attached to a siege tank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna end the cast right there.